Okay, watch this next interview, because this will really drive home the facts to you that, the internet now makes it possible for anybody without background training or whatever, money, to really create something and create an opportunity for themselves, create a business for themselves, contribute more to life and everything. There's a young man who really, it's not like he hated school. He started college, tried it for a little bit. Oh, God, it was miserable. Then he went up and started, the jobs. He was a good-looking young guy, so he was a waiter, and I guess you make pretty good money in a lot of these waiter jobs, but he hated working for somebody or whatever like that, and it just wasn't suiting him, be that. And he always wanted, God, to have more freedom in life, like we all do. So he went on the internet and started raising money for an idea he had, and he only needed like $200, that's right. And he went to the local incubators. You know what incubators are? They're maker spaces, incubators. These are people who work on ideas, and these are people who are really into technology and stuff like that. So he went there and he worked with one of the people at one of these places. Like for $100, they did a 3D printed case for these new iPhones, the big ones, And so he goes on the internet, and he's not even sure how to do that, And he goes on Kickstarter and tries to put it on, nothing happens, and then he just follows his nose, one thing after another, and you'll see in this interview, and then he just, God, this what's happening. So he just spent like 3 days banging on doors on the internet. See, there's no magic to anything. It's all digging ditches in life. You ring 100 doorbells, something's going to happen. You dig 100 holes, and you'll find something. And that's what he did. And now he's successful. He was looking for, he made 500 times what he thought he needed to get this product launched. And he's going after it now. So here he is, got the money from the internet, just a crazy idea that he even had the talent, that he went to school for, or the knowledge of, but found it for like $100 to get it made for him. God. See, that's what excites me so much about what's going on in the world nowadays and how to do things. Man, in my generation, going up, you need a lot of money. Well, it's nowhere near like it is now. This internet thing is just changing everybody's world, and you don't want to be the last one to find out about how to use it, how to take advantage of it. Very powerful. There's no magic. It doesn't take a degree or a PhD or anything. It just takes using it. Like, look at all the idiots making money on it. So if you're curious about how to make money, it doesn't take a mental genius. It just takes working at it. Watch this. The bell. Man, you dropped out of college, you hated that. You dropped out of wait on tables because you hated that, and went right to the internet, and man, you got like a 400% success on Kickstarter with your great little gadget, man, that takes these big phones and lets you hold a big phone with one hand. Like, what is this Galaxy phone called? The Galaxy, 8 or something like that?
The Galaxy Mega, and then they have
the Galaxy Mega, those
Note
big
4
suckers.
And the Note 4 too.
Yeah, all these big phones that are really hip now, and the iPhones and all these big phones. So you now made, because the problem with this is what you're solving is that they're so big you can't put it in one hand and text anybody or do anything.
Yeah, it's hard to reach.
Right, it's too hard. So you have this gadget, you slap it on the back, and you can hold it with one hand, and now you sold a few hundred of these things already. You've made over 400% of your quote on Kickstarter, and man, you're not even half finished yet, right?
Yeah.
And you started, but more importantly, man, you started a whole new career for yourself and got rid of that lousy job you had, right?
Yeah.
That must be the most wonderful feeling in the world to be. Now you can support yourself with your own ideas, and it took you what, $200 or so to make all this happen, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no more waiting tables either.
And really get them made. You have a local incubator place there. These guys are making them for you, and they made the prototype for you, right, for next to nothing, it seemed. And you went on the internet. You said it cost you $1,000, but here the local incubator is like $100, and that was all you needed to get on Kickstarter and start making real money. So now you have all the potential customers' money in your hands, and you go back to your buddies to make some more.
Yeah, make them even better.
So, what do your folks say? That I'm sure they were probably angry with you dropping out of college, but now you're a successful entrepreneur and doing what you really want to do. Do they understand what you're doing yet?
Yeah, I think now.
Yeah.
They didn't before, but I never listened to them before.
Good for you, right? Yeah, sometimes our loved ones are our worst enemies. They don't want you to get hurt, so they want to protect
they just want
you.
To play it safe,
Right. Well, that's terrific, and it's called The Greatest Case, and that's your website too, thegreatestcase.com. So you can go to the Greatest Case.
Yep.
And go there, and that will get you to Kickstarter, right?
Yeah, it'll link to the Kickstarter, and then it was on CNET, and then a few other blogs too, which was neat too.
And that's where you did. I mean, you said that then when you first started, it was going nowhere, right? And then you went and compiled a list of blog people, and it took you about 3 days to get a decent list, and you see banging on these people, and that's what did it.
Yeah, 700 bloggers. And they emailed all of them.
Wow, good for you. Yeah, I mean, and that's the way it is. Yeah, I mean, it's like selling anything. Or like asking for a date. The one person turns you down at the bar, you just don't go home.
Yeah, you got to climb to the top somehow.
Exactly. You got to keep knocking on those doors, and you got to have a list to knock on. So that's what you did. You spent time doing that list, and now you're a success at doing this. And people who want to distribute your thing are asking about it too, and it's just opened a whole new world. And the nicest part is you don't have to wait on tables anymore.
Yeah, that is the nicest part of it. I hated that.
Why did you hate it? I mean, you're a personable guy. I'm sure the people loved you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think because I got fired from it for stupid reasons. I got fired like 4 times from it.
Oh, really? So it wasn't the waiting on tables. It was just working for other people. That was. That's how I was, man. After 6 weeks of working somewhere, I thought my boss was an idiot. And it just wasn't a nice thing to do every day. Well, it's so great to meet you, and so happy for your success, and that this still is possible. And I think with the internet now, it's more possible than ever before.
All you need is a computer, and do anything.
Right. Well, you have to work at it. You gotta, you harvest those 700 names yourself. But you didn't have to hire anybody. You figured out how to do it yourself. Making the case with a 3D printer. You probably don't know how to do it, but you figured out how to get it done, right?
Yeah. No degrees or.
No, you got rid of that stuff.
Training, but,
right. But now you're training yourself. And that's why I think the internet gives you that opportunity to learn how to train yourself. Anything you want to know is out there. You put some effort to finding out how to do it. You did it. You found $200 somewhere from extra tips you had somewhere from waiting on tables, and you put the deal together.
Oh yeah, the collaboration. Collaborating with people is key too. They have skills and.
Definitely. No, it only happens because of you, Kyle. And thank you for being there and doing work like that and showing other people that you can get out of something that you don't enjoy doing, and there's help out there to help you do it. It doesn't take a PhD from MIT to figure this stuff out.
Yeah, that wouldn't help in the entrepreneur world.
Right. It'd be a handicap. Well, wonderful, guys. So the website is The Greatest Case. CASE.com. The Greatest Case. Go there. You have a big phone. You need Kyle's phone holder. Otherwise, you're going to need 3 hands to handle this thing. And with Kyle's case, you'd only need 1. Wonderful, Kyle. Take care. Nice to meet you in Denver. And I'll be out that way in a month or 2. I'll give you a ring.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds good.
Take care.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right.